Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I've actually recorded this video a few times, but I'm having major audio issues. So hopefully this is fixed. I'm really sorry if it's not. Now, first time I watched this, I actually didn't know that it was a teaser trailer. So I rabbited on for like 10 minutes long. Just about all this kind of nonsense and some observations about the teaser trailer that we're actually here. Now, because I have recorded this a few times, this will be a little bit more concise, because I don't really want to just keep talking about this goddamn teaser trailer. Now, it is a teaser trailer. It's actually about 20 seconds long. We will watch it together, okay? And then I'm going to give you my thoughts. So, let's just watch it, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts, which I do have some thoughts on, because I think, although this is only a teaser trailer, and because we get the full trailer on Wednesday, so 2 days from now, but I think my hot prediction, and this is what I want to give you, I think my hot prediction is I think I'm probably going to be right, okay? But bear with me. So let's watch the teaser. Okay, so that's it, right? Like it's, what was it, 11 seconds long, so it's nothing, right? It's really nothing. Now, first things first, like, why are you doing a teaser trailer 11 seconds long for a trailer to be released on Wednesday? Why? Why? Is this to gauge market interest? I don't understand it, MGM. MGM and Universal, I believe. What are you doing? And Sony. Okay, it's all over the place. Whoever owns this is literally all over the place. Because, yeah, Universal, we've got MGM. Like, all of these logos, like, what is going on? So, why are you doing a teaser trailer? I thought this was Sony. I'm fairly certain it is Sony, but then there's other distributors there as well. What are you doing? Okay, don't do a teaser trailer for a trailer. Like, don't do an 11-second teaser trailer. Give us something more than that. That's pathetic. And if it is to gauge interest, you're probably not going to get that much interest from it. Because you're going to look at this and go, well, I don't really care that much. It's a fine teaser trailer. Too short, mind you. I don't understand why it's a teaser trailer. I don't even know why this was made. But whatever. It's there. It's done. It's there. Few things to observe in this. Okay. Daniel Craig is noticeably smaller than he was before. Not a huge deal or anything like that. It's just an observation. He definitely looks like he's a little bit fed up with the role. We know he's been fed up with the role for a long time. Interesting enough, this street in London, again, because I've spoken about this many times already, I almost have this part rehearsed. I used to date a girl that lived near this street. So there you go. A snapshot into my life. I know this street in London. They do a lot of filming around these areas. Now, then we get on to the main thing, and this is part of the clue here in the corner. I think this movie, okay, is going to be market research for people responding to a female 007 moving forwards. Okay, that's my hot prediction. And the reason why I say that this is part of that is because if you look at this, the car here, okay, and then we look at where is she? Where is it? There we go. Then we look at Lady Bond. So this is the new Lady Bond, right? This is the woman that's going to be taking over the 007 mantle. She's driving a brand new Aston Martin. And then, I don't know, you're probably going to go, what are you talking about? Wait for it. Because then we look here. Who's got the old Aston Martin? Daniel Craig's James Bond. So I think it's a hot prediction. So it's nothing, I don't know this. But I think what they're going to do is have James Bond, because we know that he's coming out of retirement. He's living in Jamaica. He comes out of retirement. I reckon all the brand new technology will be going to Lady Bond. Okay. Lady 07, we can call her. And all of the old technology, i.e. all the classic stuff, will be with James Bond. And I think that's where probably all the goofs and gaffs will be coming from in this movie. That's just my hot prediction. I think this looks personally fucking so stupid. This looks like you're trying to copy some Japanese manga or anime. It just looks real dumb. There's nothing scary about that. There's nothing intimidating. It looks really, really stupid. I don't think that's cool at all. The other things to note about this, I'd be really intrigued to know when they filmed this versus when they filmed Knives Out, because for anyone that knows how Daniel Craig looks in Knives Out, he's pretty fat, or at least fatter than this, so that would be interesting. I did say a few times, I was kind of musing the first few times I watched this, whether this was actually a stunt or not. And I'm not 100% sure that it is a real stunt, just because of where the shadows line up here versus where... So if you look at the shadow of the bike, you can see a lot of the wheel, but he's quite far in there, so this would have been quite hidden, if that makes sense. If it is a real life stunt, that's amazing. Like, that's actually amazing. And mad respect if it is an actual stunt. But also, I just think to myself, like, what are you going to do? You're going to land there and, like, what, murder all those people by accident? Well, that's hilarious. So I don't know if it is a real stunt. Just because, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, how, safe, like, what? How would you do it? And he does seem to be hovering a little bit there as well. You know, like, kind of just hovering. Anyway, whatever. Ana de Armas looks good. Ana de Armas always looks good. Yeah, awesome. Looks great. This is the new Land Rover Defender, I believe. You can probably tell from the headlight there, or the... Was that the well, yeah, you can. It is Land Rover. And again, I think this is all like old tech versus new tech, if you see there. So I think that's where a lot of the... Oh, you see the fender liner come out. I think that's where a lot of the goofs and gaffs will come from. I don't know whether this tells us that this movie's going to be woke or anything like that. I don't know. But I do think that Sony, MGM, the rights holders of this whole franchise, I do think that they're going to be using this movie as market research. I think this is going to be a test screening. Okay? Now, it's not entirely unfounded. So for those that go, you're just a fucking bigot, you're this, blah, 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 you're that. It's not entirely unfounded. We know that they've banned the term Bond girl on set. We know that. We know that they got a notorious, well, not notorious, but they have a feminist writer on board, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who inserts a lot of comedy into things anyway, that's fine. You know, I don't know if James Bond will work with lots and lots of comedy, but we already know from some scenes and things like that have been leaked that they're going to be playing off the new Lady 07 versus Daniel Craig's James Bond. So we know that that's a thing. Apparently she's a black, powerful, beautiful woman who, you know, doesn't succumb to Daniel Craig's charm. Whatever. You know, and all this kind of nonsense. So I don't know whether this tells us that it's woke or not. I don't know whether it confirms anything. But I definitely think that this is going to be a case of market research. Okay? Because they've been very much hammering home in all of the outlets, all of the press, we need to get James Bond into the Me Too era. That's what they've been saying. You only have to type in James Bond Me Too on Google and you will come up with just article after article after article. So I think this is market research. But I've got nothing else to say. Alright, and for God's sake, I've rabbited on enough already. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is market research? Do you see any of the things that I see, like the old tech versus the new tech? Love to hear your thoughts, because obviously this is me just talking about this, like, you know, well, I first watched this a couple of hours ago, so it's been a very early start for me. I'm a little bit tired. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree or you disagree with any of this stuff? Obviously, we're going to know soon. And I think the marketing, the very, very key point to all of this, the marketing will tell us whether we are, you know, who they're aiming for predominantly, whether they're aiming for a new audience or they're looking to market this to the old original fans, you know, the original audience, and get them on side and try and push this, the kind of agenda over onto them or not. And we'll see, because that'll be telling whether this is going to be a failure or not, really, isn't it? So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you're new here, hit subscribe. You can stay up to date on the world of pop culture and movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. We're Mr. H. Take care.